This is Prowl 1701. Today we're going to do a review of the Saberforge Disciple. This is my second Saberforge saber, and I purchased it the same time I got my Exalted. And I think I actually might like this one better than my Exalted. It's just so comfortable. It's a very light hilt. It's one of their apprentice hilts, I believe it's called. One of their smaller ones. The great thing about this saber is that you can use it one-handed or two-handed. It's great for my smaller size. It makes a good two-handed saber, but it also works really well for a one-handed saber or an off-handed saber, in case you have your main saber in your right hand, and this makes a good one for your left hand. This is weathered. Saberforge does offer the option to get your sabers in a standard finish, which is the kind of brand new looking finish like my Exalted's in, or a weathered finish, which makes the saber look like it's kind of been through a lot. And the weathered finish fits this hilt perfectly. I really like the weathering job. You can see right here. It's very evenly weathered. The weathering varies from saber to saber. I've seen some that come out lighter, some that come out darker. Got the leather wrap right here. It's not showing up that well. There, let's hold it up a little bit. You can see it a little better. That's the leather black wrap right there. It's really comfortable. Yeah, better look at the weathering there. But I'm really impressed with this. It's got a weight to it that I'm not used to. Say, Ultra Sabers. Sabers tend to feel lighter, I've noticed. This has more of a solid weight to it, which is really nice. Has a couple points right here. People have remarked before that these are kind of sharp. They don't really seem that sharp on mine, and honestly I don't see why anybody would have their hands right up here to begin with, but I've never had any problems with it. Here's the Killkey. All Saberforge sabers with sound have the recharge port built in. So you never have to take the batteries out and charge them. You just take your charger and take out the Killkey and plug in the charger, and it'll charge right up. I've actually got my Exalted on charge right now. So you pull out the Killkey. Before I do that, I do want to remark that this is the new Saberforge Killkey, and I'm not very fond of them. I like the old ones better. I'm really grateful to them that my Exalted came with the old brass Killkey that's supposed to go on it. I'm really grateful for that. But this one came with the new one, which I will admit the new one does kind of fit this hilt, the silver and black. But I think I would have preferred the old style Killkey. They claim they're just going to have these from now on, and I don't really like that. Just pointing that out. So we pull this out.
Sabercore, Crimson.
See the red illuminated AV switch right here. And they offer two soundboards for their champion tier sabers, and this is the champion tier saber. They offer a Viridian soundboard, which is kind of their light side soundboard, which is what I have on my Exalted, because it is a light side saber. And then the Crimson soundboard, which is their dark side soundboard, which I consider this a dark side hilt. So I have that on it. Go ahead and cut it on here. That is a fantastic red. I mean, it looks amazing. It's overpowering the camera right now. Now, it doesn't look exactly like what you're seeing. The camera does overexpose, so the blade's not this white, almost color. The actual blade looks about what you're seeing right here on the camera. This red you're seeing right here is what the blade actually looks like in person. Still very bright. The soundboard is loud. You can actually hear it. Sounds very Sith, very evil. You can hold the button down. And there's your Force Lightning right there. Tap it again to cut it off. And you can't really see it, but the blade is pulsing a bit. See there, give it a better look. Yeah, it's hard to make out because the way the camera overexposes, but I do actually have the blade on a really fast pulse. You can adjust it, which is something I'm not used to, because most of the sabers I have just don't have this feature. I'm just kind of getting used to Saberforge. But let's cut it off. What I really like about Saberforge is a lot of the things you can customize without even having to hook it up to a computer. You can do it straight from the saber. It's built right into the saber. Ooh, let's look at the cover tape wheel real quick. I do like the cover tape wheel. It's decent placement right there. It's not on the left side, which is good. and it's on the back, so it's out of the way for the most part. Anyway, to get to the onboard computer, you just hold the button down.
Main menu. Select optical frequency 1.
Now this, it's just one steady beam. It's basically like an Ultra Saber or Saberforge on its #1 setting. It's a solid color.
2.
Now here, it's flashing, but it's slow enough you can actually see the flicker. Yeah, that's the slowest flicker right there. And
3.
that's kind of a faster flicker.
4.
An even faster flicker.
5.
And then the flicker I keep mine on where it's flickering really fast. You just can't really see it on the camera.
Sound intensity low.
You can have the sound low or high.
High.
I keep mine on high.
Select impact sensitivity 1.
I keep my impact sensitivity on about 6 or 7.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Keep it on 7.
Select motion sensitivity.
Yeah, I believe both of those go up to 9, if I remember correctly.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Keep that on about 5.
All settings saved.
And there we go. I like mine just to flicker a bit. It's got a pretty fast flicker on it right now, which I like. So it's a cool saber. I really like it. Give you another look here, and there we go. I'm going to hand everything off to my... Well, but before I do that, let me do a couple comparisons. Just to give you an idea of size, here it is next to an Ultra Saber's Prophecy. Let me cut this off real quick. There we go. And here it is next to an Ultra Saber's Prophecy. It is a little longer than an Ultra Saber's Prophecy. Y'all know how I feel about the Prophecy. It's easily my favorite lightsaber hilt, but I'm not gonna lie, this is up there. This could quite possibly be like my 3rd favorite saber that I own, behind my Prophecies and my Graphics. So here's my Prophecy. Another really cool saber. Got the slanted emitter. It's in the Ultra Saber's Bane's Heart color, which is kind of a magenta color, which is really nice. They're both equally bright. They do have different types of blades on them. And then, let's see, we have the... camera's going all over the place. Here it is next to the Initiate Ultra Sabers offers, which is kind of their, Initiate saber, I guess, with the Catalyst pommel on it. Definitely a lot longer than that. This is kind of just a beginner saber. It was my very first saber. Still one of my favorites, though. And one more. The Dominics. And they're actually about the same length. I think the Dominics is just a little longer. The Dominics is the Initiate's big brother. And it's in Guardian Blue. So, another comfortable hilt. I really like a lot of Ultra Sabers lower tier hilts. They're good for spinning. But just to give you an idea, I know it's not showing up really well on that brown coffee table. Just to give you a size comparison. The Dominic's is just a little longer than this saber. Oh, while I'm at it, I can look at the blades. This is the Ultra Saber's mid-grade blade, and this is the Saberforge Infinity 4, I think it is. Saberforge only offers one blade, to my knowledge, one standard blade, whereas an Ultra Saber's offers 2. This is their mid-grade. See how it's more silver. This one's kind of a translucent. Well, not translucent. Let's see. And then Ultra Sabers also offers their Ultra Edge blade, which illuminates differently, where this one's white. This one's like a mix somewhere between the Ultra Edge and the mid-grade that Ultra Sabers does. It illuminates, I'd say, closer to the Ultra Edge, but looks better. This one looks better than the Ultra Edge. Alright, gonna hand the camera phone off to my cameraman over here, and we'll talk about the sabers a little more. Alright. Oh, put the Killkey out of the way. Again, this is not a large hilt. It's just one of their apprentice hilts. It's nowhere near as big as the Exalted, but for my smaller size, I'm 5'6". This fits me perfectly. I really like the red illuminated switch right here. I like the cover tape wheel. Cover tape wheel does get in my way a little. See how I tend to hold it? This is basically how I hold the saber. Right hand is here. This makes a good choke point for it, right there, and then the left hand comes around here. This is a little in the way, but not bad. I would have preferred it, say, to be on this side, but if I hold it like this, it feels weird with the activation button right here. I have tried doing that, holding it like this, and I can do it, but I like to hold it like this. Sometimes when I'm swinging, I just kind of raise my hand like that when I'm clashing. But it fits my hands really well. It's one of the most comfortable sabers I own, even with that cover tape wheel being in the way. Not as comfortable as like my Shock or my Prophecy or maybe the Dominix, but it's up there. It's why it's one of my favorite hilts. It looks fantastic. It sounds fantastic. The blade has a pointed tip. All the Saberforge sabers do come with pointed tips. Just wanted to point that out. And the pointed tips illuminate. Ultra Sabers, one of the problems Ultra Sabers has is their points are usually pretty dark because they have a mirror on the bottom that reflects the light back down, so why you have a more even blade. These, the light shines through, but the blade's not always quite as even. Sometimes the base is a little brighter than the tip. It's a little more noticeable in my Exalted. This one is actually pretty even, which I really like. It's very bright. I was actually really pleased with just how bright it was. And I can actually use it pretty well. Like I said, it's got more weight to it than an Ultra Saber's hilt of the same size. And I believe their blades are about the same thickness as the Ultra Saber's heavy grade, so the blades are thicker. And of course, this saber is perfect for dueling. There's no problems dueling with it. The tips stay on really well, so this saber is made to duel with. And even with that extra weight, being a smaller person, I have no problems practicing with this hilt. And I can actually duel with it. I'm very certain I can duel with it very successfully. The Ultra sabers don't like me cheating on them, I think. So, go over here a little bit. Okay, look at it here. There we go. You can see how much it illuminates. It's really bright. Illuminates everything really well. Got a nice Doctor Who poster here. When I say it's bright, it's bright. So, yeah, I'm in love with this thing. Originally, I figured the Exalted would be my favorite of the two by far, but I think I actually like this one better. It's comfortable, it looks great. I might even have my Dark Prophecy beat out. Not my regular Prophecy, but I use it more than I do my Dark Prophecy when I'm in a Sith mood. So, it's really good. I'm really fond of it. Saberforge is pretty awesome. I know I've heard good things and bad things about them, and the sabers do take a long time to make. I ordered it at the end of February and got it about the beginning of June, but it's worth the wait. It really is worth the wait. So this is the Saberforge Disciple in red with the weathered option on it, and I'm Pro 1701. Thank you for watching.